Let's see how to use Web3Auth's Firebase extension. So if you are at extension.dev, search for Web3 or Web3Auth, you will see extension named generate Ethereum Wallet Address using Web3Auth. So to install this Firebase extension, you can do it through CLI, but they have this button says install in Firebase console. So once you click on this, it will take you to the Firebase console, and it will show you the list of projects already there. If there is no projects, you can create new project, but I'm going to install it in my Web3Auth OAuth login projects. So once you click on this, it will ask you for more details. Make sure that you are on a billing plan. Once you're done with that, it will show you which function of the extension is going to be created. Here in this case is generate wallet address. Click on next, and then since this extension uses real-time database, then it will ask for that permission as well. Once you're done with that, then it asks you certain things for the configuration of this extension. One is where this cloud function will be located. So by default is US Central 1, but you can choose your nearest cloud functions location. Then the rest are informations from Web3Auth's dashboard. So to do that, you would need to create a dashboard account on Web3Auth, which is dashboard.web3auth.io. Create an account, and once you're done with that, you will have to create a project. So in this case, I already have these projects. So what I'll do is that it requires a client ID. So I'll just paste it here, the client ID from the dashboard. Then it requires you to fill in the network, Web3Auth network. So this is on Sapphire mainnet. So what I'll do is that I'll use Sapphire_mainnet. I think it's it's mainnet. Then apart from this, you would have to create something called verifiers, which one can set it up in custom authentication tab. For this extension, you would have to create a Web3Auth Firebase extension. Firebase verifier. So steps are very clear in the docs. I'll link it in the description of this video, how to set it up, the Web3Auth Firebase verifier. So what we need is basically the name of this, which is Web3Auth Firebase demo. So let's go here and do W3A Firebase demo, right? And then it asks for a real-time database instance. So if you haven't done the real-time database instance, go to your project, search for the real-time database. If it's not enabled, you'll have to enable that. Then you can create a new one from here. Let's say we will do a W3A Firebase, right? Or use a existing one, but let's create a default one. So this is here. I'll do W3A test. So this is going to be on the US Central, since the location of the function. So this needs to be matching with the function what you have selected here, cloud functions location. So let's go here, create this database, and you would have to give them the permissions, required permissions. And in this case, what we need is just this details. Click on this. This you can make it, this is an optional parameter. If you don't pass in the database path, it will select as Web3Auth. Apart from this, there is no configuration needed. You just click on install extension, and this will install the extension to your project. And once it's installed, and it will look something like this, where you can see all of the details what's been fulfilled here. And I'll show you how this extension works. So since this is using Web3Auth demo, I'll go to the authentication. So normally, basically, this happens on every authentication. So in this case, we are just doing test user. So let's do test at test.com. We will do hello 123 123 is as a password. This is a very bad password, but yeah, you get the gist. Once the authentication is done, what happens is that extensions run behind the scene, and in your real-time database, the one which you have configured will populate the data about your user. So I think these were the previous ones, and you can check it from here, that these are the ones which I was testing out previously, and you can see that this is test.test.com, and this has the Ethereum address associated with it. So this works with every authentication method of Firebase. So once the Firebase authentication triggers, the Web3 auth extension runs on behind, and then gives the Ethereum wallet address for that particular user. So yeah, this was the quick walkthrough of how the extension works and what are the missing pieces to install the extensions and configure the extensions. So once this is done, it will be straightforward and you will be able to use this extension. Thank you for watching.